For centuries after Orellana's voyage, the Amazon remained a riddle that tempted and defeated explorers. The forest swallowed armies whole, it turned iron to rust and maps to mud. Yet stories kept spreading across Europe, tales of rivers that turned to silver, trees that bled healing sap, and birds whose feathers glowed brighter than jewels. Missionaries floated down dark tributaries to build wooden churches that the jungle soon reclaimed, their bells buried beneath vines and silence. Naturalists followed, Alexander von Humboldt and later, Henry Walter Bates and Alfred Russel Wallace, who spent years collecting butterflies and ideas that helped shape Darwin's theory of evolution. To them, the forest was not a hell but a library, each leaf and insect a page in the long history of life. They wrote of nights alive with fireflies, of frogs that sang like rain, of rivers so wide they seemed to hold the sky. By the late 19th century, the world's hunger for progress reached deep into this wilderness. With the discovery that rubber could be made from the milky sap of certain Amazon trees, the region exploded into chaos and wealth. Towns like Manaus and Belém grew rich almost overnight. Electric lights, opera houses, and European fashions appeared in the middle of the jungle, shining symbols of a prosperity built on exploitation. Indigenous people were enslaved, forests were slashed, and countless lives were lost to greed. When rubber seeds were smuggled to Asia in 1876, plantations there ended the boom, and the jungle reclaimed its ghost towns, swallowing mansions beneath vines and roots as if reminding humanity that nothing here was ever truly owned. Through the 20th century, scientists began to see the Amazon not as an obstacle but as a key to understanding the planet. Expeditions catalogued thousands of new species, and aerial surveys revealed the forest's vastness, more than 5-1 square kilometers stretching across 9 nations. The Amazon proved to be one of Earth's greatest regulators, creating its own weather through evaporation and rainfall, cycling carbon and oxygen in ways that stabilize the entire global climate. Ecologists called it the lungs of the Earth, yet even as knowledge deepened, destruction quickened. Logging, mining, cattle ranching, and roads carved through the forest like scars. Satellites captured the smoke of burning trees drifting over Brazil and beyond, a warning written across the sky. Each hectare lost released carbon that had been stored for centuries, accelerating the very climate change that threatened all life. But hope has always lived here too. From the 1980s onward, environmental movements began to rise, led not only by scientists, but by the very people who had always guarded the forest. Activists like Chico Mendes, a humble rubber tapper, spoke for the trees and paid with his life. His death awakened a generation. Indigenous leaders stepped onto world stages, reminding humanity that the Amazon was not an empty wilderness but a home, a partner in survival. Governments created protected reserves. International groups funded research and reforestation. And children in faraway cities learned to whisper the word Amazon with reverence. The forest itself continued its ancient rhythms. During the rainy season, swollen rivers merge until land and water become one mirror. Pink dolphins glide through drowned forests. Giant water lily unfold white and blush into pink before closing again with the dawn. Insects hum like electricity. Unseen birds echo through layers of green. And capuchin monkeys test the boundaries of their tiny kingdoms. Beneath the soil, networks of fungi connect the roots of different trees, exchanging nutrients in silent cooperation. Above, clouds born from the forest's own breath travel thousands of miles, carrying rain to the farmlands of Argentina and even the deserts of Africa. Every sound here tells a piece of a vast story. The crack of thunder becomes the drumbeat of creation. The whisper of leaves becomes the language of survival. Scientists estimate that 1 square kilometer of the Amazon may hold more species than the entire continent of Europe, and yet we have only begun to understand them. Some plants contain compounds that can heal wounds or fight disease. Others may hold answers to illnesses not yet known. To cut down such a forest, say the elders of the tribes,